Good afternoon. Travel by water here. Today we are going to talk about my Ocean Rodeo Heat waterproof breathable dry suit. So just a quick introduction on usage. I have had this dry suit now for a little over a year, but it's seen some fairly heavy usage. I've sailed in floodwaters, spring floodwaters with it. I sailed all summer with it. I sailed late fall up until November with it, until shortly before freeze up on a beach cat, and I completed an Everglades challenge in it. So the suit's definitely had a workout, and I've had a good opportunity to test it and see how everything works. Well, now we're sailing south of Fort Myers. We just got hit by some kind of a gale or a microburst, fairly sustained. Okay, so probably the most unique feature of this particular model, the Ocean Rodeo, is it has a standby mode, so you don't have to have the neck piece on when you're standing around in the rain waiting for a race or something like that. So it can be worn like this without the neck piece on for comfort. You just can't forget to put the neck piece on before you go sailing or paddling or whatever it is you do. So just quickly, on turning the dry suit from standby mode into dry suit mode, just pull the collar on up over your head. You can do this yourself, or you can have a partner help you out, and then do up the rear entry zipper. It's a plastic T-zip, and make sure it's done tightly. Once the dry suit's on, just crouch down to get some of the air out. Okay, and then zip up the front. Okay, the material is a waterproof breathable Gore-Tex with latex cuffs and neck. If you find the neck or cuffs too uncomfortable, you can trim them. Just follow the manufacturer's recommendations to do that. Okay, a very quick look at some of the features that this suit has. It has one exterior chest pocket with a tie thing for your keys or whatever. More pockets would be nice. Okay, and it also has adjustable suspenders, so that keeps the crotch in tight so it doesn't droop when you're trying to do athletic stuff. And then the booties, the socks, they're integral Gore-Tex socks that go underneath a pair of neoprene booties. That's it for features. The one big regret I have with this suit is I didn't go up a model and buy the model with the P-zip, because it can be actually fairly unsafe getting out of your life jacket and your dry suit to use the washroom on a small boat or when you're sailing. So I would say that the P-zip is actually a pretty big safety feature that I would strongly consider the next time I purchased a dry suit. In terms of comfort and mobility, I would say it's very good. Mobility is excellent. I mean, it's as good as I am anyway. You know, you can move, full range of motion. And in terms of comfort, it's extremely comfortable. You can wear it all day, no problem. The longest stretch I had it on for was 33 hours in the Gulf of Mexico, 33 hours straight. And I've had it on for, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week type of thing as well. So you can wear it all day. It's extremely comfortable. You stay dry inside. So no problem with wearing the suit for extended periods of time. Certainly no problem wearing it for a watch, on a 4-hour watch on a sailboat, or for a dinghy race. It's really comfortable. Okay, in terms of flotation, I absolutely do wear a life jacket with it all the time. In my opinion, it doesn't have sufficient buoyancy to be used without a suitable life jacket. So we'll just quickly look at that. Okay, I use Fulcrum from Fulcrum Guide Jacket from MEC for sailing. Just very quickly, I know we're not talking about the life jacket, but I wear a knife, I keep a pair of gloves in the front, and I keep a 406 megahertz PLB in the front pocket for rescue. Okay, and I keep a pair of gloves. I keep a camera in this pouch, and in these side pouches, one of them I usually keep a little snack, and the other one I keep a multi-tool with pliers and a knife. And I'm not sure how deep this is. Oh, it's not very deep at all. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for cold weather sailing, the dry suit has very little insulation, so you've got to layer up. I've been pretty cold wearing this dry suit on a few occasions. I wear a merino base layer, and then over top of that I wear heavyweight polypropylene long underwear, and then on top of that I'll wear a alpaca wool sweater, and then you need a hat and gloves as well. So a quick look at what I use for hat and gloves. I use a neoprene, fleece lined neoprene hoodie. Okay, like that, and then I wear neoprene gloves as well. And even with this amount of gear, I've been very cold out sailing after dark for 12 hours type of thing, with cold spray and cold wind hitting me. So you really do have to be careful to layer up. You're not impervious to cold with this thing on. It's a layer of protection against the cold and wet, but you still have to layer up and wear your other thermal gear, and be sensible about how you're sailing. Again, I wear neoprene booties to go with the rest of the suit. So that's me pretty well in full sailing gear, and my mobility is still excellent, right? And this doesn't weigh much. It doesn't bother me at all. Well, good morning. That was a really cold night. We sailed overnight non-stop from Cape Hayes Marina to Fort Myers Beach, which was a long sail, but it was cold. It was about 9 degrees Celsius, and the wind was pumping, and we were wet. And then the one last thing you don't want to forget about is protection from the sun. So for protection from the sun, I'll wear full-featured sunglasses, and then I'll wear a sun hood as well. And then by the time you're geared up like this, you're ready for some serious time on the water or on the ocean, wherever it is you like to go. Okay, that's it. That's the Heat Dry Suit by Ocean Rodeo. I'm really happy with it. It's performed well. I expect many years of more service out of it. It's already had some pretty hard use, and there's no signs of wear, and I haven't had any water in, and it's done everything it's supposed to do. Thank you for watching the Travel by Water channel.